Sophie and welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, hi, my name is Sophie and I am a second year nursing student heading into this year in 2021, and basically I just created this new YouTube account just to share my journey of nursing school, so my highs, my lows, everything in between, including travel, just my lifestyle, but as well as my tips and tricks and things I've learned on the way. So if this sounds like something you might be interested in, feel free to go down below and hit the subscribe button and join the little family. Anyway, I don't want to do an intro too much into this video because I'm honestly so excited for this video. I had a couple people ask for it and it's something I've been wanting to do for a while because it's something I'm super passionate about, and that is studying and getting a good study routine and schedule. And basically I'm just going to show you exactly how I study in nursing school. So in this video you will see basically what I do during my lectures and leading up to my lectures, what I do during the week, so what I actually do with those notes, and then what I do to prepare for exams. Yeah, basically the goal I have at the end of this video is that I just want you guys to walk away and maybe have some new ideas or perspectives on how you can study. Everyone studies differently obviously, but I feel like this way really works for me and I just thought I'd share it with you guys. Yeah, I hope to cover quite a lot in this video, so it might be a little bit longer, so I do apologize for that. But yeah, let's just get straight to it. And remember guys, it's a good day to have a good day. Also guys, I just wanted to share something super exciting. So in this video you might be seeing me using some planners, some good little study note guides and things like that, and that is because if you haven't seen on my Instagram, which you definitely should follow, it's just called Sophie in Scrubs. I'll just put it here and also put the link down below. And yeah, basically I announced that I have created a new online store just on Etsy called In Scrubs Productivity, and basically this store is all about, like you can probably guess, productivity. Eventually I want to do nursing study notes and all things like that. I have so many plans for this store and I'm super pumped for it. Yeah, basically at the moment I have 14 different planners on there, all about $1. So the main thing I wanted with this store is that I want it to be affordable and accessible, because I just found that when I was looking for planners and digital planners online, they were quite expensive. So I was like, I'm just gonna maybe make my own and see where it ends up. So that's what I've done. That's why I've created In Scrubs Productivity. So basically I hope that you guys will feel that it's affordable and accessible and easy to use. But yeah, this is what they look like as well. This is just a couple of them. When you purchase them, they come with 4 different colors, including beige, pink, blue and green. So for $1 you're getting 4 different planners. And yeah, I'm just super pumped about it and just wanted to share it with you guys. Yeah, if you guys are at all interested in super affordable and easy accessible planners, I'll put the link down below if you guys are at all interested, if you wanted to check it out. Feel free to comment down below if you guys have any questions about it, about the products or anything like that, as well as if you have any suggestions on different planners or study guides or anything like that. Definitely let me know because I will create them for you guys, because this is for you guys at the end of the day, as well as myself. Like, I have them printed here, I use them all the time. Other than that, let's just jump into how I study at university.
Hey guys, now it is voice recorder Sophie here, which I've never done before, so look at me go. Wow, my editing skills have really improved. But oh, there's my new planner. There's one of them, that's the study planner. If any of you are interested, the link is down below. But anyway, we'll get back to the video. Okay guys, so basically I just want to go through what I do when it comes to before a lecture. What exactly is it that I do? Alrighty guys, so basically what I do before a lecture is I go to the university and I find the PowerPoint slide. Now this is obviously super important because the PowerPoints have all your information on it that they want you to learn, as well as the concepts, which is everything you need to know for that course, which I assume all universities will have available for you guys to see. So as you can see here, all I do is I basically go into the university, find the PowerPoint slides for the course, and what I then do is I copy all the information and paste it onto a A4, just a Word document really. Don't know why I said A4. But yeah, what I do is I get all the information that's on the PowerPoint, including most of the photos. Sometimes I feel like the photos aren't necessary, so I don't include them, but when they're obviously essential photos, I copy them into there as well as the concepts like I said. So I do this every single week before I have a lecture. Normally the university provides these for us a week in advance, so I have plenty of time to do this, because sometimes it does take some time to copy and paste it, especially because I am a bit of a perfectionist and I like it nice and neat. So as you can see here, basically I break it into different lectures. So for each subject, well, for this one particularly, I had 3 different lectures within the week for this, just for this one subject. So what I would do is I'd break it into the lectures as well as the concepts, which you can see here. And then that way, when it comes to studying, it's just easy to find what lecture I want to study and everything that was included within that lecture. So as you can see here, I then print it off. So I do this before the lecture. That way I have it physically, because when I'm actually in the lectures, I don't really like using my laptop to type up things. I like writing things down. But this way it kind of combines both of those strategies, and I just find that it really works for me. As you can see here, I then put it into my Now binder, which if you haven't seen my 3 binder system, I did do a video on it, which I'll put the link in down below if you're at all interested. But basically I then slip it into that binder and just pretty much have it in there until the lecture is happening, and then I pull it out. So this is just another close-up of what it looks like, the layout. Like I said, I section everything into lectures. This one I'm showing you, I have previously used, so this one is from last year, but as you can tell, I like to highlight things and everything like that, but that doesn't come until the lecture. So pretty much before the lecture, all I do is make this Word document, hole punch it, put it into my binder, and leave it until the lecture is happening. So that's pretty much everything I do leading up to the lecture. So I don't do that much. I don't do anything too excessive. Pretty much just make those pages, but I do this for every single course, so it does take some time. So when it comes to actually doing the lectures, what I do, so this is a tute that I was watching, and basically what I do is I grab the page for that week, for that course, as you can see here, and all I do is pretty much listen to the tute or listen to the lecture and interact. Obviously I'm on Zoom because we're not on campus right now because of COVID. But yeah, so what I'll do is just listen. Sometimes I don't even really touch the piece of paper, I just listen and interact. But other times he or she, the lecturer, says a lot of extra things, so then I normally write it in black or blue just so it kind of stands out. But I also, which you can see here, is I highlight things. So I like to color coordinate, pink normally being the titles and blue being anything to do with the concepts, which I also talked about in one of my other videos. I just found like that really suits me and helps me out with studying and remembering things. So yeah, pretty much during the lecture, because yeah, like for me, when I'm in a lecture or in a tute, the main thing is just being engaged with what they're actually saying. But as you can see here, I do make quite a few notes sometimes, depending on what they're talking about and if they're giving us extra examples that weren't on the PowerPoint. So yeah, I found this super helpful, so I definitely recommend it. That way you have all the information they give you, but you also have all the notes that they're saying as an addition to that in the lecture or in the tutorial on a side note, and that way it's all in the same place on your page. So once the content is actually delivered, so everything for the week is all done, so I've paid attention to the lectures, I've paid attention to the tutes, and all the information that they gave us is on these couple pieces of paper for the week. I then put it into my Now binder, so this basically holds all the information we're currently working on. It's divided into the different weeks, 1 to 13, and that way each week has its own section, and when it comes to studying, it's just super helpful just knowing to go to that specific week and having it all nicely labeled, so it's super easy to study from that. So that's what I do here. I'm just putting it away into my binder, and that's pretty much what I do at the end of the week and at the end of the lecture. Just that way it's all nice and organized. Okay, so now that I've kind of explained on what I do before lectures, kind of like a week, what do I do kind of thing, and what I do after the lectures. I'm now just going to talk about what I actually do at the end of the week, but also kind of combine that with the whole process I do when it comes to doing exams and the prep I do for it. So in terms of what I do at the end of the week, it does kind of depend, because you know, some weeks I'm super busy with I'm super busy with work, so sometimes I don't have time. or say if I have an assignment due and that really is priority. So some weeks, if I do have time and if I'm able to, I like to either just go over the notes by making flashcards or rewriting the notes. But this is also something I do to prepare for an exam anyway. So basically I'll just go through the three main things I do. So one of them, like I've already said, is just rewriting my notes. So as you can see here, I pretty much just collect the pages from that week, and all I do is rewrite the notes. I know this probably doesn't work for some people, but for me, I just feel like I actually do absorb what I'm writing. So that way, I just feel like this really works for me in remembering things. So that's one technique I do, is just rewriting. The other is actually writing flashcards. Obviously, you would have all heard of this, but I just feel like flashcards is another really good tool to use when it comes to studying or just kind of concising all your information, making summaries and things like that. So as you can see here, I just like making flashcards. Sometimes I color coordinate them, so whether that's say for anatomy, the pink ones being everything to do with the nervous system, and then the green ones being everything to do with the cardiovascular system. Little things like that I find do help me though, so that's a suggestion if you guys need some help with that one. So the last thing I'll share with one of the main things I do to prepare for an exam, but also sometimes depending if I have time, what I do at the end of the week, is basically just watching YouTube videos. This is super easy, super accessible, and I find that it helps me a lot just to clarify understanding on different topics and things like that. So yeah, I'll definitely suggest it if you guys don't do that. As well as this, I also watch recordings of the lectures if I need to go over the understanding. But in terms of YouTube, two accounts that I find super helpful that I will share with you guys is basically the one I'm watching now, which is basically called Student Nurse RN. I find that she's super helpful. Obviously, this is probably only if you're a nursing student that this would be helpful, but if you guys are, I would definitely look at her account. Like I said, it's just called Student Nurse RN. Another account on YouTube that I watch quite a lot is called Osmosis, and their account is awesome when it's anything to do with biology and anatomy. So if you guys are struggling in anything in that area, I'll definitely go look at that account. The account is super easy to follow along. It's basically animations and with someone recording over the top, and I just find it super helpful. They always condense it in a nice, easy way to follow along. And yeah, they're basically the two main YouTube accounts I watch when it comes to preparing for an exam. But like I said, I also go back to the slides or the recordings that my university gave me just to clarify in information. Other than that, that is pretty much everything I do in terms of preparing for an exam and what I do at the end of each week.
So the main thing with preparing for exams is I like doing things by the week. I don't like leaving it to last minute when it comes to exams, which I would suggest probably to avoid as well. So that's why every week I have a certain amount of tasks that I do. Whether that's making my flashcards, whether that's watching YouTube videos, rewriting notes, things like that, I just find really help me to prepare for exams. So there's nothing I do specifically that's for studying for exams other than doing practice quizzes, which are online that the university gives us. Other than that, I'm pretty much doing exactly what I do during the week anyway, so going over flashcards like I said and all things like that. I guess the main thing for me is going over my weekly summaries, which you would have seen. This is pretty much gold. This is everything we need to know basically from the university. Like I said, this has our concepts, so these are the actual topics that we need to know. So if we don't know this, then I'd feel a little bit more nervous going into an exam, but if I can read this and be like, I do know that, then I'd feel more confident. But yeah, that's pretty much what I do to prepare for an exam. Nothing too crazy, just those three main things. And yeah, that's pretty much it. In terms of assignments, I basically I try and stay as organized as I can. One planner I do use that I have created is just this assignment tracker, which you would have seen. Basically, you just write the assignments that you have, the due date, whether or not you've submitted it yet, and the grade you get. So this is just a good way to track on how well you need to do on your other assignments. So say if you didn't do as well, you can kind of work out what you need to get on your next one. And yeah, I just find this a good way in just keeping it all organized, knowing what's coming up, knowing which assignments due next, and all things like that. So if you're interested in that planner, that one's on my Etsy store and it's only $1, and it comes with 4 different colors. And yeah, yeah. Alrighty guys, so I'm just going to wrap it here. If you've made it this far to the video, thank you so much for watching, and it means so much to me. I hope this video has been somewhat helpful and maybe giving you new ways you could potentially study, and yeah, I hope it's just been helpful really. Remember guys, if you are at all interested in some super affordable and accessible products like study planners and things like that, definitely see the link down below and it will take you to my new store in Scrubs Productivity. And also be sure to check out both of my Instagrams, Sophie in Scrubs and in Scrubs Productivity. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a like if you did. Comment down below any video suggestions you guys might have, or if you have any questions about this video or want some more details or anything like that, feel free to do that. And yeah, thank you so much for watching again, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!
Running fast, never look back. Now we're over, that's a fact.